Today in this video we are going to see how to write flowchart and algorithm. So first of all we will see uh, how to write algorithm. Actually algorithm is the step-by-step procedure of any logic. So here the very first algorithm we want to see whether a given number is even or odd. So children, the very first step will be the start. And the second step, we are just reading the number. And now in the third step, what we are doing, we are just checking here. This is the condition that is just checking whether the remainder is 0 or not when we divide the given number by 2. So any number is said to be even number if it is divisible by 2. So divisible by 2 means that the remainder must be 0. So if that is the case, then this part will execute if remainder is 0. Suppose in case of 10, and if we divide this number by 2, you will see that in this case the remainder is 0. So definitely it is an even number, so this message will be printed on the screen. The next message after which follows this then part will not execute because the condition is true. Suppose the number is 19 and in this case the remainder will be 1. In that case it is not an even number, so this message will not get printed in this case. Then the second message will get printed which follows this then clause. So here it is an odd number. So I hope you people have got this concept. So algorithm is the step-by-step procedure and you have to write like this. Now see the next algorithm. In this algorithm we are going to input three numbers and we are going to find out the largest one. So children, here we will be giving you three numbers. Suppose the first number is 5, the second number is 7, and the third number is 3. So let us see that. So here ABC is 5, 7 and 3. So children, when control reaches the third step, so here in this A and B both will be compared. A is more than B, no, so it will go, this otherwise part will get executed because this condition is false, because A is not more than B. In fact B is more than A, so otherwise part will execute, and it says that go to step 5. So after when this part get executed, control will immediately jump on this step. So what will happen? Control will immediately check this value 7 with the value B, which is 3, and since 7 is more than 3, so it will immediately go to step 7. So on step 7 this output will get printed that B is the largest one, and after that go to, followed by this, go to step 9, and here at 9 step immediately the process will terminate. Let us consider a few other values of ABC. So here in this case, suppose the value of A is 15 and the value of B is 7 and the value of C is 3. So in this case, what will happen? It is 15 and it is 7. So 15 is more than 7, so it will immediately go to step 4. On this step, this 15 will get compared with 3, and still 15 is more than 3, so immediately it will go to step 6. And at step 6 this message will be printed on the screen that A is the largest one, and followed by this statement which is goes to step 9, then immediately it will terminate. Now consider three different values of ABC again. So this time I'm just considering that this C is 33. So here you can see that the largest is this one. So see how it works. A is more than B. Yes, it is. A is more than B. 15 is more than 7. So go to step 4. When this condition is true, immediately go to step 4. At step 4, we are checking if A is more than C. No, A is 15 C is 33, so it is not true. So it will go to otherwise part, which is go to step 8, and on step 8 we are just printing C is the largest, and then go to step 9 and immediately it will stop. So this is how this algorithm is working. Now children, I would like to move on the next part. So in the next part, here this is the simplest algorithm of swapping two numbers. So children, in this there is no condition. So here suppose we have two numbers, A is 10 and B is 20. So we would like to swap these two, and after swapping this, A becomes 20 and this B becomes 10. In place of A and B, I have taken num1 and here I have taken num2. So suppose A is num1 and B is num2. So children, for this we need a third variable. And third variable is used here for swapping purpose. So here what we have done, we have taken temp. And in this temp, what we are doing, in temp we are storing this value of A, which is I have assumed as a num. So suppose this temp become 10, and suppose it is not A, it is num only, it is num1 and it is num2, and then here it is num1 and it is num2. Okay, now here initially num1 is 10, so now the value of num1 get stored in this variable temp. So this is what we have done, and now we have, since we have stored the value of num1 in temp variable, now we can use this num1. Now what we are going to do, we are going to store this num2 value in num1. So the value of num2 is 20. So num1, this is num1. So we are just storing this value in this. And after that, in num2, in this one, we are storing the value of temp. So this is how the values will get interchanged. So for swapping here, we need the third variable. There is another method also, but I am not going to tell you that. So here, this is the swapping with third variable. Now children, I would like to move to the next slide. So in the next slide, now from after this, I would like to tell you the flow chart. So flow chart is what? It is a pictorial representation of an algorithm. So here you can see that there are first flow chart is just to calculate simple interest. So now here I would like to just explain few things. Children, these two are the start and stop box. So from here the flowchart will start and here it got terminated. Okay. These boxes which look like parallelogram, these are input and output boxes. And here you see that this is the output box and these three are input boxes. And this rectangular box is known as process box. And in this box, what we will be doing, we are actually implementing or calculating. All the calculations will be done here, and after that we are going to display the result. So children, here in this we are just going to calculate simple interest. So I hope you all know the formula for simple interest. The formula is SI is equals to P P into R into T by 100. So this is the formula, and we are just going to implement this formula. So for that, this amount is actually nothing but it is the principal P, and here we need to input the rate and time also. Here we have entered rate and time in three different input boxes. And after we got the value of PRT, we are just applying this formula and we are storing the result in this variable interest. And after that, we are just displaying the interest in this output box. So this is an the control flows from top to bottom. So for initially at the start, and then it moves to the second block, then third box, then it is fourth, and then it is this one, sixth box, and then finally it ends. So this is how we have calculated simple interest. Okay. Now we would like to move to the next question, which is just to check whether a given number is even or odd. So here what to do? Here apart from this input and output and process box, there is another box which is this one, and this is the decision box. Actually in this decision box we will check the conditions, and there are two things are possible, whether this given condition is will be false or this given condition will be true. So if this given condition is false, then control will move towards this direction, and if this given condition is if it is true, then control will move towards this direction, and if this given condition is false, then control will move towards this direction. So first of all, we have entered the number say 10, and we got the remainder here also, modulus by 2. So in this case, if you divide this number 10 by 2, so you will get the remainder 0. And here we are checking if the remainder is 0 or not. If the remainder is 0 or not, yes it is, so it will move toward this direction, printing this result that the number is even, and here we will give our answer, and finally it will terminate. Now consider a different number. In that case, see what will happen. In the different number, suppose we have got an 11. So in this case, the remainder will not be 0. In this case, the remainder is 1. So remainder is not 0, it is 1. So it will move toward this direction. Answer is odd, and then we are printing the answer which is odd, and finally it terminates. So this is how we can draw the flowchart for even and odd. I hope you have understood. It is very easy, and children, I'm just doing the revision part. Earlier, you have already studied flowchart and algorithm. Now we are moving to the next question. In the next question, here I'm just going to receive two numbers, and I want to check which one is the larger. So here, suppose first of all we started and then we got these two numbers. Suppose the two numbers are 10 and 15, and here the decision box, if A is more than B, no. So what will happen? B will get printed, 15 will get printed, and finally it will end like this. So the largest number, the larger one was 15. Now see another number. Suppose we have got 17 and 20. Not 17 and 20, 171 and 20. So in this case, what is happening? 171 is more than 20, so it will move to the else this S part. So because this condition is true, and it will move toward this direction, printing A, and finally after that it gets terminated. So children, this is how we can find the larger between two numbers. Okay, now we move to the last question, and in this we are going to receive three numbers. We are going to receive three numbers, and in this case we will printing the largest number. So children, what to do is, in this case we started from here and we received three numbers, suppose 5, 7 and 3. So first of all, and this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, this is C. Okay, now what is happening? We are comparing A with B. So A is 5, B is 7. A is more than B? No, A is not more than B. So what will happen? It will come to this direction, and here we are checking if B is more than C? Yes, it is. So printing B means printing 7 and it will terminate. Okay, let us change the values of, suppose this first number is 15 and see what happens after that. We will, after we got these three values, compare A with B. So here you will see that A is more than B, so it will come towards this direction, so which is yes. And now compare A with C. What will happen? Yes, this will come towards this direction because 15 is more than 3. Printing 15, the largest is 15. Okay, this time now consider three different values. I'm just going to change this value which is B, and here sorry, this value which is 35. So we got three numbers, 15, 27 and 35. Now see what happens. A is more than B. No, so it will come toward this direction. B is 27, and now these 27 and 35 will get compared. 27 is more than 35. No, so it will come toward this direction, and here printing C as the largest and stop. So children, this is how we can draw the flow chart. So I hope you people have understood this concept, and so now I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.